Ovilasari. Today I'm so excited to deliver the motion because the motion that I'm going to deliver right now is really intriguing. It's about the House believe that the government should ban and remove foreign startups. Government and any other public policies organization are undertaking so many different tasks. They also have to implementing a diverse set of policies and projects. Many of these policies and projects are considered unsuccessful. Failure occurs more often than anyone would likely to consider optimal. That's why before we apply a policy, we really need to consider it carefully. We, as the opposition team here, would show that the government should not ban and remove foreign startups. But first of all, we would like to point out what was wrong from the affirmative argument before. Previously, the affirmative team stated that the local startup capital is uncertain yet, but in this case, we would say that this statement is wrong. Local startup capital is certain. They have amount of capital to support and to run their startup business. People commonly may have a thought that capital is the major problem for local startups in Indonesia. It is in Indonesia because previously the affirmative team gave it context in Indonesia. It means that local startup activities in Indonesia are still taking place in the general measure of economic model. Capital is considered to be a major trigger, to decide whether succeed or value the business is. However, in fact, during this pandemic that considered as difficult time by a lot of people, including by startup whether it's local or foreign, many of local startups in Indonesia get a lot of capital injection from various local investors. One of it is by PT Mitra Innovation, PT Mitra Telkomsel Innovation, a subsidiary of PT Telkomsel, which intensively investing in various numbers of local startups, starting to Kredivo, Halodoc, Tani Hub, Tada, Sicepat to Inspire. The total fund that they have invested to those local startups are around 40 million US dollars. So the statement that who said that local startups are lacking in capital is wrong. They already get attention and fully and wholly supported by local investors. Furthermore, local startups can get financial assistance or capital assistance in the context to developing and increasing the capital business through the government assistance. Startups that will receive this government assistance are startups that have been inserted to business incubator, or preferably for those who have joined backup, the creative economic agency for pre-startup programs. And to receive this government assistance, local startup must meet the requirements and pass the selection which made by the curation committee. There is no excuse if local startups are still lacking capital, even if they don't have any capital, like literally zero capital. If the founder of the startup are savvy in looking for current updates, they will get various capital sources from any sources. Like in this case, we can see that the local investor, even later foreign investor, and surprisingly, the government itself is fully supported the startup business to be more developed and to be more increased. The injection of capital investors cannot be spotted by the large number of people who are literate in digital technology. Last year, Indonesians who subscribed to cellular operator has reached 25% of the population, and 45% of the total population subscribed to the internet. This Indonesian value in digital economy technology continue to increase due to the increasingly massive use in digital technology. Pandemic has made more people to use digital technology, including in Indonesia. To make it clear, let's see the real case. A culinary startup, Kopi Kenangan, received Series B funding, and the funding is worth about 109 million US dollars, or if it changed to the currency Indonesia, it's worth about 1.62 trillion rupiahs. And this first one will be used to strengthen the business in Indonesia. From Serena Williams to Jay-Z, world celebrities invest in the local coffee chain Kopi Kenangan. William invested through her firm company, Serena Venture, and then while Jay-Z has made his investment through his firm venture, a subsidiary of entertainment company ROC company. Now, if you're asking, since Kopi Kenangan gets a rapid flow from foreign investment, does it mean that Kopi Kenangan now is owned or maybe managed and controlled by foreign people? The answer is no. Up until now, Kopi Kenangan is still owned and run by Indonesians. The founder and the CEO of Kopi Kenangan, Edward Sutinata, said that the company has 3,000 employees and 324 stores around in Indonesia. Kopi Kenangan also reaches more than 1 million customers through its mobile application. Instead of lacking capital, the weakness that scourges the growth of the local startup in Indonesia is actually lack of digital talent. Most local startups in Indonesia do not present completely the novelty and innovative solution to address the needs of society, and that's why most of local startups in Indonesia fail to develop their business. It's like we already have a ride-hailing as big as Gojek, but then people trying to flocking by making the same platforms such as Golek, Lojek, and Mjek in Mataram. That's suicide in business because there's no novelty from the startup business itself. So the belief that local startups are lacking capital and then take fully blame on foreign startups are definitely wrong. We can say from this case that there is nothing to do with the foreign startups. In this case, foreign startup do not influence anything about this. Instead, we have to look at the factor of the problem itself is in the intern factor, which is lack in digital talent. Every startup has its own target market and its own investor. Instead of banning foreign startups in Indonesia, why not local startups optimizing their branding and using the human resources efficiently and effectively? Because startups, whether it's local or foreign, who have a strong independent mandate and have unique view to see their own target market, are the best consideration to attract investor attention. That's what investors looking for in startups. Therefore, we strongly disagree to the statement from the affirmative team who said that the capital of local startup isn't certain yet. Thank you. So yeah, that's all this video is about. Thank you so much for watching and goodbye.